Hi everyone, this is Mike Garden here. Quick update for a moment is that from this point forward, all my videos are to be posted on Sundays from now on. That's to give me as much time as possible to work on my perfect playthroughs. And with that out of the way, I think it's finally time. I've been away from this game for too long. I just gave up on my last run of this game over a year ago. But now, I think it's time. I am going to finish what I've started, or at least start over from scratch. This is perfect playthrough of Final Fantasy VI Advance. Alright. As you can see, I hope you enjoy this little format here. All of this is that you see on the sides and at the bottom. They're more or less like checklists on every single thing I need to do in order to achieve a perfect playthrough. And for the record, the formations down there, they are basically just, how should I say this? They're just, yeah, that is actually just like a figurehead. It's just a template. So don't take any of that seriously. You can't morph any enemy in the game from a Master Scroll. Let me explain the perfect playthrough conditions. As you can see, we need to acquire all 14 characters in the World of Ruin. The World of Balance doesn't matter much because there are only 12 of them to acquire and 11 of them are mandatory. And only 10 of them stick around. And additionally, we need to acquire all 30 Espers. Well, 31, you have to trade Odin away for Raiden. And we need to complete every side quest in the game, achieve 100% Bestiary, acquire all battle formations on the Veldt except for one, and that's Doberman 3. We need to acquire every single treasure in the game. That's what this checklist is for. And let's get started here. We need to learn every spell, all 254 rages, all 8 blitzes, all 24 lures, all 8 dances, and every character at max speed. With max stats across the board. That requires a couple of level reset glitches to perform, by the way. And I'll explain more with the bars and the groupings and all that as we get there. So, let's just get started. The ancient war of the Magi. When its flames at last receded, only the charred husk of a world remained. Even the power of magic was lost. In the 1,000 years that followed, iron, gunpowder, and steam engines took the place of magic, and life slowly returned to the barren land. Yet there now stands one who would reawaken the magic of ages past and use its dread power as a means by which to conquer all the world. Could anyone truly be foolish enough to repeat that mistake? Yeah, and I'm actually going to try to read the dialogue from now on. So it doesn't give me a whole lot of time to explain all the mechanics. So I'm going to be taking my time a lot more often with this game from now on. There's the city. hard to believe an Esper's been found frozen there 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Bah, probably just another wild goose chase. I don't know. They wouldn't have let us use her unless they were confident that the information was good. Ah, yes, our witch. I hear she fried 50 or magic tech armored soldiers in 3 minutes. Kinda makes her skin crawl, don't it? Relax. With that thing on her head, she's a mindless puppet. A girl won't even breathe unless we tell her to. We'll approach from the east. Move out. And that's the introduction in a nutshell. So, let me explain what the text on the side meant. There are 270 items in the game, we need to acquire all of them. There are 31 Espers, so we only get to keep 30 of them. I will still count both Espers. Oh, both Odin and Raiden. And 57 next to each of those characters' names represents how many magic spells there are to teach each of them. There are 8 Blitzes, 8 dances, 24 lores, and 254 rages to learn. The reason why I left out Bushido abilities, I will get to it as we get to it. But there's really no reason to keep track of Bushidos. That's all I'll say about it. The bottom corner tells you the full checklist of every item that we can in the area that to be acquired, and below them are the items that we are able to acquire at that point in time. Items like, say, the Phoenix Down sleeping bag highlighted in red are items that we are to leave alone for the time being, while everything else is a fair game. And now in the formations template, if that formation is highlighted red, it means you do not want to encounter that formation just yet. Formation 2's, red formations are no-go, yellow formations are, it's alright, doesn't hurt to grab them, but we don't need them. Green ones we want to pick up before we move on. And then the white formations, those are formations that are either unavoidable or do not appear on the Ville at all. Hope you enjoyed this perfect playthrough. This is Mike Gordon, signing out.